Welcome back to the show. It is time for us to talk real estate, to get a look at the market and what's happening. And we always go to Stephen Delisle with Delisle Properties. Stephen, good to see you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
We're glad you're back. We didn't think you were going to move to New York after that trip you just took. It looked amazing.
It was close.
But of course, we love being here in the upstate, and we know that real estate, while it has national impacts, it is local. So let's first start talking about the numbers, breaking it down to the things that you saw happening in November.
Yeah. So these numbers are always presented to us by the Greater Greenville Association of Realtors. And if you look at the new listing slide, it'll show us we're up 15.8% in new listings on the market this year as opposed to last year. The average price slide will show us we're up 4%, bringing that average price to now over $400,000. The inventory slide is also up 45.2% as well, which translates to markets to 4.7 months. So we are trending towards that even market we continue to talk about throughout the year.
And of course, we always like to give people a little eye candy with these listings.
Yeah.
And we're in one in Greer today. Tell us about this one.
Absolutely. So the address on this one is 400 West Arlington Avenue right here in Greer. Number of things I love about this house. First and foremost, it's over 100 years old.
Wow.
With that comes a lot of character. You've got 11-foot ceilings, oversized rooms. You've got 4 bedrooms here. It's a 2-story house with a basement full of storage, corner fenced in yard. And you've also got a wraparound front porch, which you can't find in new construction these days. And you're also just 2 blocks away from Main Street Greer and everything that has to offer.
I was about to say, I drove through downtown Greer and seeing how much it's growing with great restaurants, coffee shops, and all that. So just steps away to take the whole family down there. I mean, this is going to go really quickly.
Yeah,
and
just people a car ride or a golf cart
Exactly,
ride.
Right?
Yeah.
You can go to DelisleProperties.com if you want to check out this featured listing or any other listings that you have as well.
Yeah.
Now, Stephen, this is the biggest buyer's market in a decade.
Yeah.
So, but we know that's a national context. What does it mean for us locally?
Yeah, so let's talk about the national numbers first. So first and foremost, this is the biggest buyer's market we've experienced in the last decade. We actually have 36% more sellers on the market than buyers, and also 9 million buyers sitting on the sidelines right now. It's the biggest gap we've seen since 2013. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Most of it is related to affordability, and you can't talk about affordability without talking about interest rates and the fact that the interest rates are nearly double what we experienced the early pandemic timeframe. But as a side note, I don't think any of us want 2.8% interest rates right now, because that means something's wrong in the world. And if you look at the historical average, in the last 50 years, let's say, 6%'s really been the norm and average. So also, it's not to be ignored that you've also got increasing prices year over year. We're actually 50% more expensive than 5 years ago nationally. Wow. So I understand why a lot of buyers are sitting on the market, on the sidelines right now and not in the market. Now, let's zoom into Greenville. We are much more stable and we're much more affordable, actually $100,000 more affordable than Charlotte and Atlanta. So your money does go a lot further here, and our economy is much more stable than a lot of other parts of the country as well. But it's not to say that we went from really buyers having maybe 3 options in any given zip code the last 5 years to now having maybe 12 to 20 options. So sellers, you've got to show up to the game. One bag of mulch isn't going to cut it on getting your house listed. They've got options, and they're not having to write contracts non-contingent on sale of the house or not getting an appraisal or inspections. We're actually feeling the same market I felt in like maybe 2014 and 15.
And that's what we love, for you to take these big numbers and big ideas and breaking them down to the local street level for our folks here in Greenville. Folks watching this right now, they're like, Delisle Properties, what should I be doing right now if I'm thinking about buying or selling right now? So
every year I get a ton of calls from people saying, all right, I'm prepping my house for the spring. And then I give them the understanding that people do move in 4th and 1st quarter. Actually, if I look at my trends, I'm more busy in December than I am in July or June. So then they ask, well, why is that? Well, there's more serious buyers and sellers, because who's going out in the cold, wet rain to look at a house? A serious buyer who's selling, someone that actually has to move, because why would they decorate their house for Christmas, let's say, and also show the house? So there's more deals to be done. And the last thing I'll leave you with is the fact that I'm getting blown up also by builders saying, hey, Stephen, we've got this inventory. We've got to move it by December 31st. We've got a lot of deals to be done. We'll cut the price of the house. We'll give you massive incentives, even $25,000 in closing costs. So let's move that inventory. If you're interested in making a move by the end of the year, call me. Now's the time. The number is on your screen. You can always go to DelisleProperties.com for more information. If you want to see this featured listing on West Arlington in Greer, we'll be sure to make sure you have that at our website, yourcarolina.tv. Stephen, thank you so much, as always. Thank you.